Andre, you are doing a great job. You don't know how
Thank you.
the impact that thing is, especially on me. I learned a lot.
I'm happy to hear that.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It's so organized, like the whole because
Right.
when we think about business, normally it's just an idea, but
Right.
to implement the idea,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of you have to have lots of
Right.
information. So that's when your program becomes handy because
Yeah.
you learn like everything.
Thank you.
Everything. I wouldn't want to miss the Zoom classes, and
Right.
that was really nice.
Yeah, and I think the biggest benefit now is that I opened that appliance business, Appliance Titans, right? And just to show you guys the most basic business model you can open, it costs like $400, $20 for a website,
Yeah.
$20 for a domain,
Yeah.
and then $400 for advertising your first month.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And get House Call Pro, so it's a business management software, and you're off to the races. Hey guys, my name is Andre. I'm the director here of Appliance Service Master Class. I'm here with Blessing Marisa. Finished our appliance business development program, took our appliance training, and he won our $1,000 grant for the business development grant. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, thank you so very
I know
much.
we've been working together for about 6 months now.
Yes.
From what I gathered in the past, you are gas licensed, you do refrigeration,
Yes.
you've meddled in appliance repair, but you weren't great at it. So you took the appliance training, certainly the business course.
For
So we're just
sure.
going to dive deep into why you took the appliance training. Did you get any benefits out of it?
Yeah.
And then we'll do a little bit discussion of your appliance business that you developed as well.
Okay.
So explain, what is your background in as a technician, and then we'll talk about why you took appliance repair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, my name is Blessing Marisa. I'm happy to have joined the appliance technician course. My background, I did training in refrigeration and air conditioning,
Right.
mainly known as HVAC back here. So I did that as an apprenticeship from back home. My native country is Zimbabwe. I did my training in 23 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've got about 23 years experience in the HVAC industry.
Oh, wow.
Then I moved here in Canada in 2022.
Right.
So when I moved here, I was working as an HVAC technician. But, thinking about growth and stuff like that,
Right.
I decided like if I do the appliance, because I don't have much experience in the appliance side of the thing. So I decided like if I get to train in the appliance,
Right.
then I can have my own business and try to grow myself
Right.
and be an entrepreneur and
for sure.
start like things like that.
Yeah.
So that's how I met Andre online.
Yeah,
Then we
I remember
started
that.
chatting, and
Yeah.
then the rest is history.
That's true. But so you're specialized in refrigeration. I think that's what you were doing when you came here
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Is it just refrigeration that you specialized in with the service company you worked with? Or what kind of other service work were you doing?
So with my company, I do refrigeration,
Yeah.
air conditioning,
Okay.
and we do the heating as well.
Oh, cool.
Like
Okay.
the rooftop unit and stuff like that. Then also the company is venturing into food equipment as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we get to do like the
Right.
ovens, like the commercial ovens.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So all gas,
Yeah,
commercial stoves and
yeah,
stuff. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
now you're venturing sort of to get into your own appliance business.
Yes.
I'm sure you're still going to do refrigeration. You'll still do gas calls and all.
Yes.
And so the appliance business development, what made you go into being sort of an entrepreneur, or what made you want to just go and start working for yourself?
When you're looking at yourself, when you're doing a retrospect, you wanna get somewhere.
Yeah.
Working for someone is okay, but sometimes you think like if I can have my own thing, my own line of business, that would be great.
It's true.
Like with all the experience that I have
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
expertise that I get like from people like you, I can surely make myself better. So that's
Right.
what made me think like, hey, I can have my own business and be service provider in the community and in the areas that I stay in. So,
Right. So Whirlpool gives you Service Matters access, and that's an online technician portal for any service diagram, schematic, parts list, training video, whatever you need, you have it for all their brands: Genair, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana,
Yeah.
Whirlpool. And then we give you the same with Electrolux and Frigidaire,
Yeah.
the same service tips access. Does the manufacturer literature help you become a better technician, or what's your experience, using service manuals? Is it needed as a technician in the field?
yeah, you find service manuals are the perfect thing to have.
Yeah.
Like I said, having worked in the industry for a little longer now, when I was in Bermuda, we used to do a lot with Daikin air conditioning.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So I would go in. I had an account. I would go into their website,
Yeah.
get all the diagrams. Sometimes you get to a unit, there are some error codes. You don't have a clue what it is. But if you
Right.
go to the manuals, everything is there. So it makes life very easy. So
Very true.
same thing with Whirlpool and the wiring diagrams.
Yeah,
They help
yeah.
you. You can even diagnose things faster than when you don't have a manual.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
the manual, the diagrams, they make just reference to the unit exactly what it is,
Right.
and from there you don't spend much time on with the customer.
true.
Just 2 minutes, you're done. Boom, you're gone.
Especially if you're working for yourself. If
Yeah.
you're working for an employer, you can take your time, make a mistake,
Yeah.
go back to the truck, look at the service
True.
diagram, and really just take your time for the day.
Yeah.
But as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, time is money.
Yeah.
To become more efficient as a technician, you need
Yes.
to triage your service work, get
Yes.
into the service manual before you get to the customer's house, and diagnose it properly the
Yes.
first time around.
Yeah.
You don't want to do multiple visits
Yeah.
because customers not going to pay you for every visit
Yeah.
you come, especially if you have a manufacturer warranty contract. They only pay you once.
Once, yep.
So if you go back 5 times, it's the same
It's on you.
$120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on you now.
So to be more efficient, get into the service manual, diagnose properly,
True.
and move on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. True.
Time is money.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So
for sure.
with the business development program, we did 10 weeks online every Monday for an hour on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I tell the guys, to stay accountable, you have to be in class 9 out of 10 sessions to get the attendance rate, and then submit a business plan and financial plan. And then we give you $1,000 grant.
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds simple enough,
Yeah.
but people just, life gets in the way, maybe family
Yeah.
things happen. But when they do make it to the end of the attendance, they get those 9 out of 10 sessions in place, but they don't submit the business plan and they don't submit the financial plan.
Yeah.
So was it difficult for you to write the business plan? Did it take hundreds of hours, or how long did it take you to write it?
To be honest,
Yeah.
before you start it, it's very intimidating. You'll be like, oh my God. If you just look at that structure that you send us,
Yeah.
you look at it, you'll be like, oh my God, how am I gonna do it? But if you sit down and say, oh, I'm gonna try, like you always encourage, like just start.
Start.
So
just
once
write
you
something.
start,
Yeah.
you find yourself like you wanna keep going, keep
Yeah,
going, keep
yeah.
going. So it took me several weeks. What I would do,
Yeah.
I would wait for on Monday session. We learn something new. Then as soon as I'll be writing my notes.
Right.
So after that, on Tuesday, I'm on my business plan.
Oh,
Tuesday,
great.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm on my business. Monday, something new again.
Yeah.
And so I had a skeleton, the whole thing filled up,
Yeah.
like as a skeleton.
Yeah,
Then whenever we learn something, I'll come and edit some
Oh,
more.
perfect.
That's why I kept on doing that. Then so it took me 4 or 5 weeks. I would
Right,
guess.
because you also it was an early submission. I mean,
Yeah.
you submitted it on week 9.
Yeah.
And I tell the guys you have, after our 10th session, you have until that Friday to submit it.
Yes,
But you
yes.
submitted it before even the last class.
Yeah,
which
because I was
great.
I was on it. I was
Yeah,
on it. Like
yeah.
every Monday we learn something new.
Yeah.
I would go back and edit.
You have
kept
to.
on doing that.
And some of the guys leave it for the last 3 days. Is it possible to write a whole business plan, financial plan in 3 days before?
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
No, it's
right?
not. It's
so I
not.
tell the guys by week 3, at least download the template
Yeah.
and write your name in it.
Yeah,
At
especially
least write your name on it.
because you're a novice to this, so
Yeah.
it takes a lot of time.
For sure.
Because there's lots of editing, corrections, and
Yeah.
you do something wrong, you edit it. you keep on doing that. So
Right.
giving yourself 3 days,
I don't think so.
that's recipe for disaster.
Yeah. I mean, I can write a business plan now in about 2 or 3 days because I've done dozens.
Yes,
right?
yes,
But
yeah.
for most, I think 99% of the people who join the masterclass have no business experience, have never, opened a business plan, and have no idea what a financial plan even
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah. That's exactly me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we do this week over week, structured course.
Yeah.
And then we help you write your own business plan.
Yeah.
So realistically, you just have to start.
Yeah,
That's really it.
And I should tell you that Andre, you are doing a great job. You don't know how
Thank you.
the impact that thing is, especially on me. I learned a lot.
I'm happy to hear that.
I learned a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it's so organized, like the whole because
Right.
when we think about business, normally it's just an idea. But
Right.
to implement the idea,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of you have to have lots of
Right.
information. So that's when your program becomes handy because
Yeah.
you learn like everything.
Thank you.
Everything. I wouldn't want to miss the Zoom classes, and
Right.
that was really nice.
Yeah, and I think the biggest benefit now is that I opened that appliance business, Appliance Titans, right? And just to show you guys the most basic business model you can open, it costs like $400, $20 for a website,
Yeah.
$20 for a domain,
Yeah.
and then $400 for advertising your first month.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And, get House Call Pro, so it's a business management software, and you're off to the races. I think back then was January 6, 2024. I started the business. Next day, after advertising, got a first service call.
Yay.
$500.
Yay.
So it seems easy that way, but then there's still so much that goes into it, right?
Yeah.
The marketing and advertising,
Yeah.
structure of the organization, understanding liability insurance, these things that not many people think about, you have to know.
Yeah, and I always kind of blame myself a little bit, but anyway, it's all good because when I was thinking about this, I registered the company. I used OWN
Yeah.
to register the company, and they charged me money, right?
Yeah.
But when were doing the classes, I got to know like I can register myself, like
Oh, I
spend
see.
a little bit of money.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the website, I have I've made inquiries about the companies that do a website before
Development, right?
the lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will charge saying like the minimum, the basic website.
Yeah.
They will charge like $300.
For sure.
But from
Yeah.
the lessons, $20 you can have your website.
I know. And listen, it's not the best website you'll ever receive.
Yeah, but
it's at least a website.
Yeah.
And it's structured, and,
Yeah.
and people can open it
Yeah.
and book a service call. And what more do you need?
Yeah, that's
Right?
That's
And
all you need.
We call it an MVP, minimal viable product.
Yeah.
Because you want to know first, do people even want my service? Do they want my business?
Yeah.
And the way to do it is to not spend thousands of dollars to
Yeah.
develop a business and
Yeah.
then put it out there for people not to want it.
Yeah.
So we call it an MVP,
Yes.
minimal viable product, and
Yes.
just spend as least as you can. Put yourself out there.
Yeah,
If you get
yeah.
a service call, great.
That's it. Yeah.
Invest more money into
Yeah.
it.
And once you get started, probably you can upgrade it and do whatever
sure.
you want later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and websites aren't cheap. They're about $2,000 for a good structured
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But just to get started, $20.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah.
You know?
That's pretty.
So yeah, I mean, you've done really well. It was probably the most extensive business plan I've ever received.
Thank
it was
you.
very, very detailed. The financial
you.
plan was fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
Blew the whole class out of the water, essentially.
Thank you
So
so
you did a
much.
great job.
Thank you so much.
And I'm excited to see you get some service contracts in place. We provide the Whirlpool service contract application to all technicians.
Okay.
So it's just your responsibility to, do those product knowledge
application,
exams
yeah.
and do the application and hopefully get the service contract.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah.
I want to see you get that contract.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
And that's basically it. So I'm happy that you took the program. I
Thank you.
know that your background in refrigeration is going to make you go a long way because a lot of people or technicians refuse to learn refrigeration. It is complex.
Yeah.
It's not easy to learn.
Yeah.
But once you're into it, huge revenue stream,
for sure.
right? So,
For sure.
it's a huge plus for you, a huge plus for your business.
Thank you so much.
good to see.
Thanks.
Okay, well, you're going to get this $1,000 grant. Congratulations on doing it.
Thank you so much.
You submitted a fantastic business plan, fantastic financial plan,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
this is all yours.
Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thanks again.
You're very welcome.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
My name is Andre, director here of Appliance Service Master Class. We're here with Blessing Marisa at Coldingtons Incorporated and got a $1,000 grant for his business development.
Thanks again.
Congratulations.
Here at Appliance Service Master Class, we're a small team doing big things. Make sure to purchase the Appliance Service Blue Book with the link below to empower your business today.